Hey, what's going on everybody, and welcome back to JV Survival. Today we have another knife to review. This is going to be the Harbor Freight Rambo knife. Really not sure what it's called. It's really just call it an 8-inch survival hunting knife, and I guess it's most synonymous with the Rambo knife. Again, this is not a super high quality. This is found at Harbor Freight, as we had mentioned. As you guys can see here, just off the top, as you guys can tell, normally when I buy these products for review, I typically buy more than one just because I don't want to have just one in the event that maybe I had like kind of a bad seed or kind of a bad apple, however you want to look at it. I typically buy them not at the same time. That way I try to get maybe a different lot number, and that way just in case if one does fail and I have a second as a backup and you know, there's a difference in quality, I will be able to kind of at least have a little more of an unbiased opinion than just having one. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and take a dive into this, but before we get into that, guys, I just want to go ahead and say a Happy New Year, and I do apologize, I've been a little bit behind on getting some content up. As you guys can imagine, it's the start of a new year, a lot going on, very busy, but I promise you we have tons of stuff coming up. We're actually going to be doing, again, a lot more gear reviews, but as well as that, we're going to be doing some stuff, and I'm going to be on the other side of the camera for probably the first time in a pretty long time on this channel. We're going to be doing some more conversational-based stuff, so hopefully you guys are interested in that. And again, without further ado, we're going to go ahead and jump into the review for this knife. Alright, so here we have the Harbor Freight Rambo knife. Again, guys, this is not a super high quality knife. It does look pretty cool, I have to admit. Yeah, I don't even know where to start with this, but realistically, let's just go ahead and start with the overall build quality of this knife. Looks like it's going to be a stainless steel blade with an aluminum handle. Now, this is going to be important later on as we start talking about kind of the build quality. It's really going to be really hard to see on this camera, guys. I do apologize for the lighting, but it is aluminum, and it's already scratched up. The finish on this is really not well done. You can tell this is definitely a very cheap made kind of Chinese, Vietnamese, you know, wherever it is. Let's say it's probably China if I had to take a guess. Made in China. There we go. Tiny little words on the bottom. Anywho, yes, this is definitely not a solid tang knife. The blade literally goes right in here and stops right at the top of this compartment. There is a storage compartment in the handle, again, kind of similar to, like, I don't know if it's a K-bar or whatever it is a Rambo was using, a military issued, you know, there is some stuff in here as well, so that's kind of cool, I guess. But since the blade goes in, there's actually a hex nut right here, Allen key, hex nut, however you want to look at it, and that is a way to actually tighten up the handle on the blade. That's really kind of sketchy. I don't really love the fact, I mean, yes, it's nice you can tighten it, but the fact you are able to tighten your blades also kind of, yeah. Anyway, the blade here is actually fairly sharp. There is no serration, so, you know, kind of be mindful of that, that you will just have that straight blade. You do have on the back ridge here of the knife, you do have the saw pattern. Again, this is kind of an atypical saw pattern. I'm not sure. I haven't even tried this one. A buddy of mine did have one of these as well. He tried it. He said it did okay, but I imagine just because of the pattern of this that it would probably be kind of funky as using it as a saw. Yeah, not sure what's up with that, but I'm sure if you really need it in a pinch, it might do something. So hey, whatever, right? So here on the handle, we do have some anchor points. Typically, if this was real, if this was not made of aluminum, I guess you could use this as some type of anchor point and tie something off. You know, you could wedge this into something, and I guess you could belay down if you really needed to in a pinch, but being that this is aluminum, I would definitely not use that for any type of load-bearing capacity. This will probably snap in a heartbeat, especially with human body weight on that. You could probably maybe run some paracord or some small rope through here and maybe attach it to your body, maybe to a pack or something, but I would definitely not trust this with my life. Again, the finish on this thing is just, it's really not great. I mean, it's super low quality. I do have to say, though, for the tail cap, which does come with a little lanyard, you know, again, it's kind of cheap string, but hey, it is on there. It's just a screw cap here. It does come with an O-ring. I don't know exactly how waterproof this would be. Again, it really doesn't look like it would have a great seal just based on the thing here. Again, you guys, I don't know if you guys can see that, man. I wish you guys could. Again, just really rough on the inside here with this aluminum. In the inside of the tail cap, you do have a little cheap-o compass, which I can't really get it to work because north is typically where south is right now for where I am, so wouldn't really trust that, but hey, it's in there, right? Inside does come with some matches, a strike pad, some fishing line, and what else we got in here? Let's flip this one over and actually see what it's supposed to come with. So it says it comes with a sewing kit, safety pin, buttons, fishing line with a hook, matches with flint paper, a compass, and a carrying sheath. So, okay, I mean, it's kind of a little bonus, I guess. You know, it's kind of a cheap, really cheap knife, but the fact it does come with that stuff, that's pretty cool, I guess. I'll go ahead and shove that back in here. I guess you could always, I guess would be my recommendation. Clearly, I don't really plan on using this for anything too serious. I guess you could swap out the contents of this handle of the knife and put your own stuff in here. Again, I mean, it's not going to change the quality of the blade or the knife itself, but I guess if you're using this as more of a backup and then just having some of your own tools in here, I guess that wouldn't be a bad option as well. Looking at the sheath, just because it does come with it, the sheath is actually a fairly decent quality. I'm not sure what this is. It looks like it's just like a nylon sheath. This anchor point here, it's pretty well sewn together. I wouldn't have any issues if this was attached to a belt. I wouldn't worry about that separating or having any coming off. I mean, it seems pretty solid all around. The clasp here, the little button, is a very cheaply made one though, so again, if this gets snagged on something, this could pop open, and you know, that's probably the one weak point of this sheath if I had to take a guess. Now, as far as a torture test for this, I know I've seen other videos and other YouTubers have done torture tests with this knife compared to other ones, and I know this knife did not do very well. Again, that's kind of expected, being that this is kind of a very cheap knife. But again, I mean, it's kind of cool looking. I'm sure if you had to, do the pokey stabby stabby, it would probably take care of business. Again, I mean, I probably wouldn't trust this with my life, but being that I do have it, if I guess if I needed it for anything, I guess I would have it. And again, guys, as the philosophy of this channel is that something is better than nothing, so sorry if you guys get tired of hearing that. That is just kind of the motto that we try to run with, because hey, I mean, it's true, right? I mean, if you really don't have anything, you have a very limited budget, as a lot of people now do these days, as we know with everything with the current pandemic and everything, and people having a hard time with employment. Finances are a big thing, so if you just have a few dollars, you want to get some basic tools for preparedness, this is definitely an option. I mean, Harbor Freight has a lot of stuff. Well, again, we'll probably actually go do a video of walking around Harbor Freight and just pointing out some stuff, because it's kind of a hidden gold mine, guys. I mean, they have a lot of different things. Again, we have the Gordon pocket knife right here, as well as this right here. We got a whole bunch of different things. So again, Harbor Freight's kind of a gold mine, as well as the dollar store. We'll go over that another time as well. But yeah, this is the quote-unquote Harbor Freight Rambo knife. Again, not super high quality. I wouldn't trust it with my life, but hey, it's there. It'll probably get the job done if I really needed it in a pinch. Again, I'll put a link down below for you guys. Again, you can find that at Harbor Freight. Alright, guys, so yeah, so there's not a lot left to really say about this knife, other than, hey, it's here. So if you guys are interested in picking this up, I'll have the links for you down below. And as always, guys, we really do appreciate you guys stopping by and checking out the video. Again, it's a small YouTube channel. We're really trying to get it going, and so any comments, any likes, anything you guys can do to help kind of feel this channel is always welcomed, and I really appreciate it. So thank you guys again for taking the time. I really do appreciate this. And again, we're gonna have a lot more videos coming up. I'm gonna get on the other side of the camera here very shortly for the next few videos, and really start getting into some of the survival topics that are really kind of holding near and dear. I just want to start having those conversations with you guys, kind of help get some different content up other than just constant gear reviews. So again, I guys appreciate it, and we'll see you guys next video.